Welcome back to another episode of Hey Janeé. I'm your host, Janeé Bolden, and this is my love letter to the world. This is my way of saying hey to the world, and of course, I want to hear it back.
Hey, Janeé.
Hey, Janeé.
Hey, Stormy. Today, our guest is none other than Coach Stormy Wellington.
Yes.
And we're also joined by my illustrious co-host, Zeta Luby.
Hi.
So I'm so excited to talk to you, Stormy. I have heard so many things about you over the years. We did have a privilege of meeting maybe one time briefly, but you have done so many things in your life. You've had so many different chapters. I know we're probably not going to get to everything today, but I'm so excited to get some insight from you. Thanks for joining us.
Let's have some fun.
Yes, let's. So I like to start every episode by talking about moments of joy so we can look at the positive things going on in our lives. Do you have a moment of joy from this week?
You know what? My moment of joy, the first thing comes to my mind is I just got off of a really big convention for my company. I just pivoted into a new company. And my first time.
Say the name of your new company.
Pharmacy.
Okay.
Pharmacy International. And we had our convention this weekend. And this was my first introduction to the world of pharmacy. It was like 5,000 people there. And to be able to wake up, yes, thank you, to be able to wake up Monday morning and still, after speaking this weekend and entertaining thousands of people, it's not easy to hold your energy.
No, I know.
And for me to wake up on Monday morning and still go through my morning routine like I have what I call my multi-million-dollar mornings, for me to still go through with it and do 10,000 miles and lose 3 pounds in the last 2 days, I'm excited.
Wow.
So that's my moment of joy.
I love it. I love to hear it. Zeta, do you have a moment of joy for this week?
Yes, my moment of joy is that I actually met the owner of this brand named God's Fashion. And they were really cool. They were actually promoting it at an event that I was volunteering at called Girls Who Brunch, which is a big event that they have every year, just supporting young women and young girls. And it was just really cool to be able to support a business that highlights God and religion. So that was awesome.
I love that. You know, I'm so happy for you because I know your spirituality is so important to you, your faith. I am struggling to find a moment of joy. I mean, I have a lot for sure, but I feel like trying to pinpoint one is kind of hard. But I would say coming in today, and I think, Zeta, you really cheer me up. So I would just say seeing Zeta. I recorded yesterday without Zeta, and it was not the same. So my moment of joy is being back and working in the studio with Zeta.
Oh, that's so cute. That's beautiful. I love it.
She's like my little sister, but it's funny because we haven't known each other that long. I've known her dad for years, but Zeta and I are just getting to know each other really through doing the podcast together.
And you love her that much already. You feel her absence when she's not around. It's a beautiful thing.
I do. She brings a lot. Sometimes she's kind of quiet, but like she's so sweet and so encouraging, and like she talks. You know how it is like to have friends that speak life over you. You know, I think we all need those people,
of course,
in our lives who can like speak some life over us.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
that was so sweet.
Your publicist reached out to me, kind of around September being Suicide Prevention Month, and that's something important to talk about. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I did want to make sure everyone knows that September is Suicide Prevention Month. Make sure you're checking on your friends, your people. You know how they say always check on your strong friend. Like you never know what people are going through, and it's a rough time right now. Wouldn't you say? Like there's a lot of stuff going on in the world.
A lot of people broke, depressed, uncertain. A lot of uncertainty in the world.
Yeah.
But the world is recalibrating, and I don't think people are understanding that. I feel like COVID created a lot of destruction, a lot of death, a lot of disorder, a lot of separation from people. People became, more, how could I say it, like isolated during the COVID times. And I feel like the world is like resetting itself. People are starting to get back outside, get back connected. A lot of people don't realize that AI and technology and new business models is taking over the world, like, Bitcoin and crypto and, of course, the president and all this stuff. I just think there's a lot of change happening in the world that people are not open and willing to adapt to change. And unfortunately, they're still stuck in what's no longer. And right now, if you don't wake up, you're going to be stuck. You're going to find yourself broke and homeless.
Right.
And alone.
Yeah.
And so it's just time for people to be willing and open to change. And what was is not what is anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't know anything that was 5, 10 years ago, that is the same right now.
That's true.
Nothing.
A lot of things have
So
changed.
we have to be willing to evolve and grow up and stop acting like victims to everything and be mature enough to go change.
Yeah, no, that's powerful. I think change is something that's difficult for a lot of people. How have you learned to embrace change? What taught you that? At what age do you think you learned that?
I think my first experience with really understanding how change works is when I was probably like 6, 7 years old. My mom ended up, going to prison. And while she was in prison,
you were 6.
Yeah, about 6, 7. Yep.
Oh,
I was
wow.
living with my dad's wife at the time. And she was very mean to me, very nasty to me, and didn't feed me and treated me really, really bad.
Yeah.
But I used to live beautifully and amazing with my mom, even though my mom was a drug dealer. So within a blink of an eye, I had to figure out how to coexist in a very horrible environment at 6 years old, between 6, 7, something like that. What I was going to do.
Yeah.
I had to figure out how to be strong.
That's hard.
At
so
6,
you had
7,
to grow up as a child.
Yeah. And when my mother finally came to get me, I realized that trouble don't last always. But no kid, you're going to make you stronger. I adopted that mentality at the age of about 5, 6, 7, something like that.
Wow.
So I've always been okay with change. I'm not one of those people that think life is supposed to be the same. I get bored if things stay the same for too long. I don't care if it's change negative or change positive. Life's, and I love it. I don't let life circumstances get me down. I'm willing to adapt, improvise, and overcome through every situation. That's just how I've been raised, for real.
Yeah. No, that's beautiful that you took something that could be such a dark experience and you made it into something beautiful.
What I'm going to do? Die? I think people we have to learn how to feed that seed of strength. And on the inside of us, God, whatever the God of your understanding is, God made all of us with a certain level of defense, a certain level of strength.
Yeah.
And we have to learn to tap into that. We have to learn to stop being victims to everything all the time, so quick, so fast.
Yeah.
So that's what I see with a lot of us. We turn into everything is a victim. We're a victim to everything. I'm a victor to everything. Everything that happens is supposed to happen. Everything that happens for me, to me, it is supposed to happen. Period.
I love that. You have the name Coach. I feel like you just coached me just now, but when did you start adopting the name Coach? Where did that come from?
So interestingly enough, I always had that coach kind of mentality. You know, I used to be in foster care. I was the girl that people used to pick at, and then I made myself better. And then as I made myself better, I always wanted everybody around me better.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those girls that wanted the new pair of shoes and wanted your shoes to be ugly. No, I'll have a new pair of shoes and I'll ask my mom or whoever was buying me shoes, can you buy her a pair too? Like, I always was that type of girl. So the truth is, I didn't actually create that name or give myself that name. I was trying to get my Instagram account about 11 years ago. And my daughter at the time was about 12 years old. She's 25 now. And when I tried to get my account, Stormy Wellington was taken.
Wow.
I don't know to this day who had my name.
Who has it, yeah.
And when she tried to get the Stormy Wellington, it was gone. And she said, Mom, why don't we name you Coach Stormy? So my daughter, when she said Coach Stormy, I was like, cool. I didn't even know Instagram was going to be that big of a deal. But I said, okay, Coach Stormy. And so I had to grow into that name because my daughter actually gave me the name. So it wasn't something that I tried to do. My 12-year-old daughter said Coach Stormy, which means she saw me as a coach before I even knew I was a coach, you know?
That's amazing.
So that's how the name came about.
Now, I know you went through a lot in your younger years. You mentioned already, what happened with your mom and being in foster care. I know you also were a teen mom, right? But now, your daughter obviously is really instrumental in your life. She literally gave you your name, Coach.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about that relationship or the relationships with your children, becoming a mom young? What was that like for you?
I mean, becoming a mom young, I think is one of the hardest things that we do that we don't realize that we're doing to ourselves, because most of us are having sex and doing things we shouldn't be doing too damn young. And that was me, I didn't think I was going to get pregnant, even though I did the things to get pregnant.
Yeah.
So when I had my first child, I was not planning to have a child. I was only 15. Actually, I got pregnant at 14.
Wow.
Gave birth at 15.
Yeah.
I was, going to school, but when I had my child, I had to go be a mom. So my mom actually wanted me to have an abortion with my son, as she wanted to have one with me too. But I fought through that. So when my son was born, I had to drop out of high school. So I was literally in the 9th grade, going to the 10th grade. So I did about maybe 2 weeks worth of the 10th grade, and I dropped out to be a full-time mom.
Oh, wow.
So I was a mom in the 10th grade, dropped out of school, and then had to figure out how to take care of my son because I thought my baby daddy at the time was going to do everything.
Yeah.
But he ended up going to jail.
Wow.
And here I am with this baby, and my mom wasn't stable. She, we was on Section 8. Well, I was on Section 8. We was on food stamps.
Yeah.
And living from pillar to post pretty much. And so when I had my son, that's when I became a stripper. I started dancing after I gave birth to my son.
Oh, wow.
I was a stripper at
15?
I was a stripper for real at 13. The first time was at 13.
Oh, my God.
But a real, like going to the club every night for money at 15.
Do you consider that sex trafficking?
Yeah, it is. It was horrible. But I got a fake ID and I had to do what I had to do. And that's me. I'm a survivor. I'm always going to figure things out.
Yeah.
So it's I don't consider sex trafficking really. It is. That's what they call it.
It is because it's sex work,
But for me,
yeah.
coming from where I come from, it's normal. It's like, okay, you want to go dance, get in the car and drive and dance. Now I know it's sex trafficking. At the time, it wasn't sex trafficking.
Where are you from?
I'm from Miami. I'm not from Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
I live in Miami.
You still live in Miami? Okay.
I lived in Atlanta for like 7 years, but I live in Miami.
Do you prefer Miami to Atlanta?
I mean, Miami is what it's for. Miami, I love to live there. I love the vibe. I love the energy.
Yeah.
Atlanta is great for business. I made my first $1 million in Atlanta at 29 years old.
Amazing.
And now I'm launching my business again. I'm relaunching it in a new business. And Atlanta people are very ambitious. They're different kind of breed.
Definitely.
Some of them fake, but a lot of them are about money.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. So I've been here now for the last few days. I'm not leaving for another maybe 3-4 days because I have so much business that I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Atlanta just great for business. Miami is great for lifestyle, connections,
100%.
Beautiful energy,
Yeah.
the palm trees, the beaches, and all that. But it's something about Atlanta. The people in Atlanta be about their money.
Yes, they do.
And they from everywhere.
Yeah, it's a very global. It's a global hub.
Diversity, exactly. Diversity is very in Atlanta. You can find someone from everywhere in the world right here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
and I love that Atlanta has a lot of black people. In Miami, there's a lot of Latinos,
it's
a lot of white folk.
Yeah,
here in Atlanta, you see more black people than usual. Anyway, and I travel all over the world. I've never seen as many black people like I see
especially
here.
Working together. I think where you have your black doctor, you have a black dentist, you have a black real estate agent, you have a black everything, pastor, therapist, and down the line.
Exactly. Here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I love it. So, yeah.
You mentioned your millionaire mindset. Is it millionaire mindset call that you do?
So I do a lot of things.
Mornings,
I do a lot.
yeah.
So in the morning, I have a community called Girl Hold My Hand. My community, as a matter of fact, today is our 7-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
I just remember that.
Yeah.
Today is our 7-year anniversary. So my community is all about empowering women to become the highest and best version of themselves authentically without trying to be somebody else.
Yeah.
It's all about knowing yourself, loving yourself, and embracing yourself in order to authentically connect, collaborate, and celebrate with other people all over the world. So I believe in very much so in meditation. A lot of people are afraid of meditation, but I would not be who I am today without meditation, imagination, and meditation. So we meditate every morning, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. inside of the Girl Hold My Hand community on a Zoom.
Yeah.
I'm live with my girls every morning, except Sunday.
Amazing. Who taught you to meditate? How did you learn?
So I was a platinum partner with Tony Robbins for a year.
Amazing.
Yeah. I invested almost $100,000 plus I probably spent like $250,000 a year.
Wow.
Just growing my mind, traveling everywhere. And a part of the experience was that we went to Cambodia. And like literally we practiced silence for days. Like you couldn't talk.
Yeah.
And then I went to this meditation camp for like a week. And I realized the power of grabbing power from inside of you than always having to get external validation and power. And ever since then, it's been about 8 years I study and I practice meditation. Every day I meditate. I could be with you meditating, not even paying you no attention.
Wow.
I meditate all day, every day. And that's what the Bible speaks about. Pray without ceasing is meditation.
I love that. It's so powerful.
Thank you.
The victim to victor. You keep saying things that I want to ask more questions about. Can you just talk about that mentality? Because I feel like I say it in a way that's different. I say perspective, shifting your perspective is something that I'm huge on. It's like whatever you're going through, if you look at it from a different angle, or if you say like, this has happened to me to now, because there's a balance in life and something great is going to happen later. But you mentioned, one, having people shift their mindset from a victim mindset to a victor mindset. And I like here, one of the main things that we talk about here is mindset and how important it is. Can you just talk about, did you ever have a victim mindset?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
For a long time. I used to be on food stamps and Section 8.
Yeah.
And I gave birth to all 3 of my kids on Medicaid. That's huge. I used to go get WIC. I used to go get WIC program food. I used to steal for a living. I used to shoplift clothes and sell it for 50% off.
Yeah.
I used to steal food, meat, chicken, steaks, put it in my purse. I used to wear girdles and go steal from the mall.
Survival.
I used to, go steal with a buzzer bag. I used to do runouts. I was a getaway driver. I trafficked drugs. I did all of that. When you do those type of things, you're not in the right mindset.
Yeah.
You are a victim because you're eventually going to put yourself in a position to be in trouble. And so I lived literally maybe about 20 years of my life just figuring things out. And then I fell into a very bad depression. I was just talking about today.
Yeah.
I was suicidal 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
Like literally, like suicidal thoughts is real. I used to think that suicidal thoughts was just for white people.
No.
And then I thought that. I didn't think black folk could become vulnerable and depressed and want to kill themselves.
Why would you think that black people...
I don't know. That's what I used to think.
Oh.
That's how ignorant I was. I'm 45 years old right now. Up until the age of about 28, I was very ignorant.
Yeah.
Very, very, very limited in my thinking. Everything was a hustle, a get over, a victim. My mom, I grew up with drug dealers and visiting my brothers in and out of prison.
Yeah.
I saw keys of cocaine at the age of 5. I thought that all you could do was hustle. I didn't know that you could legally make money. I didn't know I could be an author. Now I'm an author of like 4 books. I have my own AI. It's called Stormy GPT.
Yeah.
I have my own community. I'm an investor with Grant Cardone. I invested $5 million with Grant Cardone.
You are a very accomplished woman.
I coached 139 people to millionaire status.
Yeah,
but I used to be very
that.
ignorant, and I love to talk about it because it validates that you can change. Man is maker of himself.
So at what point do you feel like the big change happened?
The biggest change, I could give you a lot of them. It's a lot of different changes.
But you said for 20 years you had
20
that
years,
victim mindset.
Until I moved to Atlanta.
Okay.
Before I moved to Atlanta, I thought all you could do was hustle because that's all I knew. I never saw a successful black person that was not hustling until I got to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Everyone that I knew that was making big money was selling drugs. They was robbers. They was hustlers. They was doing some kind of scammers.
Yeah.
That's what stripping.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of a man.
Definitely all hustles. Yeah.
It wasn't until I got to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I'm glad you asked that question because that makes me realize that environments matter.
They do.
Up until the age of 29, I was a bona fide hustling girl, figured out.
Yeah.
I used to buy hot stuff, sell hot stuff. I used to be the girl that felt like I was going to get rich from a man.
Yeah.
I dated athletes, football players, dope boys. You understand?
Yeah.
I have 3 kids from 3 different men. And then when I moved to Atlanta at 28, when I first moved here, I used to be, people don't know this, but I used to be a TSA agent. I used to work at TSA.
That's incredible.
For 2 years. That ugly uniform, that was me. I used to wear that every day to work. Seriously. Then I moved to Atlanta. I used to be a bartender.
I'm just laughing because you said it was an ugly.
It was
uniform.
ugly as hell. And then I was a bartender. I thought I was gonna make a lot of money off of bartending because I'm a good people's person.
Yeah.
And then one day I went to work and made 75 cents, and I said it's not for me. People don't notice, but I used to be a massage therapist.
Oh wow.
I used to be the biggest men always wanted me to massage them because I was very strong and I always knew how to go deep. I was a massage therapist for like a year here in Atlanta. I went to Atlanta School of Massage.
Wow.
Graduated. Became a massage therapist. I would get paid $300 a pop for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And I was balling until I realized it was deteriorating my body.
Yeah.
And then I did customer service here in Atlanta. And finally...
Girl, you're not Jamaican?
I am a Jamaican.
Okay.
My mom and dad both born in Jamaica. My mom and dad born in Jamaica, and I'm born in New York.
Okay.
But when I got to Atlanta and I saw black people making legal money. For real, I was like, okay.
And it inspired you.
It inspired me.
Yeah.
It was because I saw somebody else.
Yeah.
Inspiration is the highest human act. Being inspired by another human is something that you can't pay for, and you don't know when that day is going to come.
Yeah.
You don't know if this is going to be the conversation that makes you go change your whole life.
Not just me, but so many, whoever is watching.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. So Atlanta did it for me. The environment of Atlanta made me realize that I could be a millionaire. And I came here in 2008 with $135 worth of change. I took a jar of change.
I came here in 2008 too.
Come on, girl. Come on now. I moved here with $135 worth of change.
Oh my God.
And 1 year later, I was a millionaire.
Yeah.
Right here in Atlanta. Because I met the right person that opened the door for me. That's why I don't judge people. And I give everybody equal opportunity to get to know who I am.
Yeah.
Because one person coming into my life changed my life. And now 17 years later, because of coming to Atlanta, meeting the right person, not only did I make over $65 million, I own 7 businesses. I've coached directly 139 people to multi-millionaire status. Because that one conversation, that one relationship right here in Atlanta. That's why I love
Amazing.
Atlanta so much.
Yeah.
But I moved to Miami. But still, I love
But
Atlanta.
you still love Atlanta.
Thank you, Atlanta.
And you'll always come back to Atlanta.
And I always come back to the A. I'm going to get a place here.
Yeah. It's so funny because you came in and we don't know too much about each other. You were letting me know you didn't know too much about what we were talking about today.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because you were like, nothing's off limits. You have no secrets. You live free.
Yeah.
I want to get into that freedom.
Yeah.
I spoke to Tabitha Brown recently, and I asked her what her number one mindset tool was, and she said it's freedom, just being herself, authentic, living in the authenticity of self.
Yep.
Why is being free so vital to you?
First of all, I know that authenticity carries the highest frequency.
Yeah.
And it's easier to be myself than to be somebody else, And there was a point in time in my life where I used to try to be like other people.
Yeah.
I wanted to dress like her, talk like her, walk like her, be like her.
Yeah.
And then I realized I used to forget how to be like them.
Yeah.
And I used to mess up sometimes. I forgot to bring the role with me in some rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized it was just too much work trying to be somebody else.
Exactly.
So I decided to go get rich. You got to get rich. You can't be yourself when you're broke.
Mm.
No.
You think so?
Absolutely you can't. No. How? How you broke and your boss talks to you any kind of way and you're going to tell your boss, you can't talk to me like that. If you broke and need your boss
You
to
still
pay
can
you.
have your same
No,
values
baby.
and...
No. I digressed. I disagree.
Okay.
If you are, let me tell you.
I think disagreeing is very healthy.
Very good. Very good. When I was broke, I had to date a guy that helped me pay my rent.
Yeah.
Once I started making money, I put his ass out. There was a time when I was broke, when my boss disrespected me, I couldn't say nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I said the wrong thing back with authenticity to my boss, I would have got fired.
Mm.
The minute I got money to do what I want, I get to pick, choose, and refuse.
Yeah.
That's a different level. There is
a freedom
there
that
is
comes.
a different
there
level
is a
of
level
freedom.
of freedom that comes.
It does.
Yes.
And if anybody want to deny it, tell them I said challenge me.
Yeah.
There is a different level of freedom that comes when you have money.
So is the wealth more about freedom than anything, you think?
Freedom of a lot of things, though. Not just
Yeah.
freedom for me. Freedom for the people I come in contact with. Freedom of expression. Freedom of giving. Like, I give a lot.
Yeah.
I do a lot. For my life is not mine.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning trying to figure out how can I help somebody today. So not freedom to go spend money and go shopping, and not that kind of freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom to be whoever I want to be, even if Janeé doesn't agree with me. She doesn't have to bring me her show ever again.
Yeah.
That kind of freedom. That kind of freedom to
Yeah.
say you don't have to agree. You
Yeah,
don't have
I'm
to
not
like.
that person though.
I'm just trying to tell you how.
You can come on my show anytime and we can agree or disagree. You said lots of things that I agree with you about, and then the main thing that I think is everyone's not going to be wealthy.
No.
Everyone can't be
No.
wealthy.
And everybody can't be
But
free. You can't. Listen,
Yeah.
if I live in an apartment complex
Yeah.
and it's all I could afford,
Yeah.
and I don't like the person with all the sound and the music above me, but I can't move, am I free? No.
You're free to move somewhere else.
You can't afford it. I can't afford it. This is the only place I could afford.
Yeah.
It's levels to freedom.
I
You can't
understand.
move
No,
because you can't afford it.
I definitely hear what you're saying, but I think when I'm thinking about freedom, it's more in terms of values or integrity or that kind of thing.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, I hear what
That's
you're
what I'm trying
saying
to
about
say.
the limit. There are
Everything.
limits on certain amounts of freedom. Yeah.
You can't say what you want to say. There is certain levels of freedom that you have when you could afford it.
Yeah.
Trust me, most people don't know because they don't get to that place that they could afford it. And there's still a certain level that I got to be a little quiet about.
Yeah.
Because I can't afford for too many people to disagree because they may be a part of my business too. So it's still a certain
So you
level
still
of
have
freedom.
a
small amount
Okay.
that I can't say I can't do. Like, I'm a free dresser, for example. But I'm going to a business meeting next week at a church. You think I'm going to wear it to the church?
Probably not. Yeah.
And I'm going for a business meeting. And this is me. This is how I like to dress.
yeah.
I got 3 kids. I'm 45, and my waistline is snatched, and I
No,
feel like I
yeah,
look good. I
you
lost
do.
50
You're
pounds,
cute.
and I feel
Mhm,
good.
very cute.
But guess what? I don't care how free I want to be. You better not wear that outfit to that church.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm talking about. It's a level of freedom that you got to understand. You got to be cognizant of. I can't wear this to the church.
Yeah.
Because that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So am I really free? Yeah, I'm free. But you can't always do what you want until you get to a certain place. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank
It does make sense.
Thank you. It's a
You
lot.
meant
Let me cool myself off.
cool yourself off.
Let me cool myself off.
Cool yourself off.
Talk to me, girl.
Okay, so I want to talk about this $1,500 that turned into tens of millions. Do you remember that?
Interesting.
Yeah.
How you know all of that?
I did a little research.
Okay, Janeé.
How did you transform that small amount, or I guess it takes, it depends on who you ask and whether it's a small amount. But starting with a small stake, how did you turn it into an empire?
So first of all, the money The money was made in the industry of network marketing.
Yes.
So I did not take the $1,500 and invest it in a traditional business.
Yes.
I invested it in products in the network marketing industry.
Right.
So the company that I just left 45 days ago, we was in weight loss. So when I first got into that company 11 years ago, I invested $1,500.
Understood.
I got the products. The products was the tool that I used to transform my body and to talk to people about the products. And so now that I left that company, made over $51 million in that company, coached 39 millionaires, coached 39 millionaires in that company.
Okay.
The same strategy that I used then to create 39 millionaires, 139 millionaires, the strategy that I used to go from $1,500 to $50 million is the same strategy that I'm using right now. So people don't realize that you just got to have strategies and systems. And once you have the right strategy, the right system, and you know how to be consistent, you can repeat those successful actions anywhere. So I did it through the network marketing model. I'm one of the top income earners in network
I heard
marketing.
that the network marketing has kind of been your path.
It's my thing. Network marketing is what I know how to use as a vehicle to empower people economically.
And there are a lot of negative things that people say about network marketing.
A lot.
What would you say some of the like stigma of network marketing is?
It's a pyramid.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. It's a pyramid. It's a scam.
Yeah.
And all the money goes to the top. And I thought that for a lot of years.
Yeah.
If I'm mad I thought that. I wish somebody would have told me about network marketing when I turned legal enough to get in at 20.
Okay.
I wish I would have known at 20 because I thought it was all those things until now I'm in it. This is the greatest vehicle on earth. Network marketing. I think everybody should be in network marketing.
You think everybody should be? Because that was going to be my next question is network marketing for everybody or is it just something that's going to work for a certain type of person?
I think let me tell you why. So number one, what network marketing really, 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 really is.
Yeah.
The right ones is a personal development opportunity with a compensation plan. Network marketing is how you grow. I learned some of my greatest business acumen. Remember, even though I'm a businesswoman that happens to be in network marketing, I own 7 companies. But I learned how to run those 7 companies. I learned how to I've had $1 million day because I've been in network marketing. If I would have never did network marketing, I wouldn't have learned. So it's the skills that you acquire, the mentorship, the community skills you learn, the conversation that you learn, how to talk to people, the communication skills. So it's really about what I learned in network marketing. So why I think everybody should be in it, because it's the most inexpensive way to start a business that comes with support. When you get in the right network marketing company, like I'm in pharmacy, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. When you start a company, you're all alone, trying to figure it out by yourself. You got to go figure out everything by yourself. You got to do payroll. You got to ship the product. You got to cover the logistics. You got to cover the attorneys. You're responsible for everything. In network marketing, you're only responsible for promotions of whatever product or service you're promoting.
Yeah.
So that's why I think everybody should be in network marketing. Because I think everybody should be rich. I have a crazy mindset that everybody should be rich.
Yeah.
It's a disrespect to yourself and God.
You think?
The Bible says, I come that you can have life and have it more abundantly. Why should you be broke? The Bible said it. I didn't say it. I just read the Bible like everybody else. I believe that one script, that one passage is my favorite. I come that you can have life and have it more abundantly. I believe that since I was 5 years old. That's the one scripture that I always believed. And it's working for me.
What about people who would say the love of money is the root of all evil?
So I didn't say I love money.
Okay.
I said everybody should be rich.
Okay.
When homeless man asked me for $20 yesterday and I was able to give him $100, if I was broke, I couldn't do that.
Right.
To tap him and say, I pray for you. I didn't like that. I like to say, here's $100. I like when a bellman grabbed my bags and I had on my sweatpants and I looked regular and I handed him a $100 bill. I like how that feel. I like when I go out with my team, I'm not like, you can't eat that, you can't eat that. I got to pay for that. I like how that feel. You know what I'm saying?
You like paying for your
I like giving my dad allowance.
You like being,
I like giving my dad allowance.
You like being generous.
I like this weekend I took my team on my yacht that I own. That they get to say, wow, look at this black woman with a yacht. I like that I got money, earned it, and paid my house off. And I did that at the age of 40. I like the example I get to set with money. I don't love the money. I love what the money allows me to do. And the things it allows me to experience with the people that I get to experience it with. And I believe that we all should be rich. And rich is not just money. Rich in intellect, rich in spirituality.
Yeah.
Rich in relationships, rich in wisdom, Rich and
That's
happiness.
very true. There's
yeah,
a lot
not
of
just
different
money.
kinds of riches.
Yeah, I'm not just talking about money. A lot of things I talk about don't be what people think it is. Because I look like the person that I talk about just money. Spirituality. It's the knowingness of who you are. It's confidence.
Yeah.
It's waking up happy. It's
No,
waking up
I
with
find
certainty.
you fascinating, Stormy.
That's rich.
Because you have, it's an interesting
I know.
combination.
You can't figure it out, right?
I'm not trying to figure out.
But most people be trying to figure it out. They
I like to
can't.
let people be who they are.
Thank you.
And I think you're fascinating.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I love the hair. The braids. I love the braided look. It's so
Thank
cute.
you.
The braids with the waves.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your new business. Since you
Yeah.
just started, talk about getting into pharmacy. What is that?
Pharmacy is a 75-year-old luxury cosmetic, nutrition, supplements, makeup,
How do you spell it?
farm, F-A-R-M,
Like with the F instead of a
A-S-I,
PH. Okay.
pharmacy, yeah, pharmacy, F-A-R-M-A-S-I.
ASI.
They've been around for 75 years. They're based in Turkey,
Okay.
owned by family. They literally was just distribution and manufacturing for 60 years. So if you look at our products, they look a little familiar to you because a lot of major brands use them.
The same for manufacturing.
So exactly. So 15 years ago, the grandsons is owned by two very young CEOs. One is 31. His name is Imre. One name is Sinan. He's 29. They decided after their grandfather passed, who was the first doctor to create cough syrups and all that for Turkey, they decided to go into the network marketing model.
Yeah.
So we've been a network marketing company for 15 years. We've been in the nutrition supplements from gummies, apple cider vinegar gummies, to magnesium, to omegas, to L-carnitine, to protein shakes, like everything. We have 500 products. We got into the nutritional line 3 years ago. And long story short, I woke up one day and realized I wanted more. I used to make $1 million, $2, $3 million a month. I'm
Yeah.
not making that anymore.
Yeah.
And I found out about pharmacy. There are no black people over there. The top girls are making $150, $200, $250 a month. They're primarily based in Mexico, Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
I saw the comp plan. I saw the opportunity. I saw that they were global. I saw that it was pretty much like ground floor. And the payments that they pay people is crazy. $150,000, $250,000, $300,000 a month based off your production.
Right.
It's like a shopping club. You get to buy things you're going to buy every day anyway from yourself and make a commission on it. So when I saw the opportunity, I'm not a scared person. I walked away from $70,000 a month, started from zero. I'm at zero now. But we broke records. Our first month, we only been here in pharmacy for 45 days. Well, 49 days. Our first 30 days, we did $1.6 million in sales. I made close to $300,000 in income my first month. I tripled my income from my last company. And so many people that partnered with me made checks with a comma in it. And for me, that's what it's about. How many other people are you helping to put food on the table for?
Yeah.
It's not about me.
Okay.
It's about them. So I'm all over the world right now. We're in Atlanta for the next 4 days. We got a meetings all week.
Yeah.
Partner with beauticians, barbershops, spas, gyms, regular people. And I'm here to present the business because I'm about to, in Atlanta, by this time next year, I have 20 millionaires from Atlanta that I developed in the next, from now to 2026.
Okay. You said something earlier. You own your own yacht. So I wanted to ask you about, do you make time to not work, like to rest and to do things for fun? Like what kind of things are you doing for fun? I'm assuming that you spend some time on that yacht.
My life is fun. I'm having fun with you right now.
Good.
When I leave here, I got to do another podcast. I'm gonna go get one of my nails fixed real quick because it broke. Then I'm going to leave there, go to another podcast. My whole life is fun. Everything, I don't do it if it's not fun.
Yeah.
Everything I do is fun.
Okay.
And I do go on my yacht. I just went on my yacht 2 days ago.
I need an invite.
Please come.
when I come
would
to
love to
Miami.
take you. I would love to take you on. It's called Perfect Storm.
Okay.
So yes, I go on my yacht for fun. Fun for me is helping people.
Yeah.
Talking to you right now is the best thing ever. Knowing that you're so intrigued.
I
You can't
am.
place me yet. You're
No,
trying to,
I'm not trying to place you though, but
It's fine.
you have
I get it.
inspired me. I don't meditate enough. So what you said about meditation, I'm like, there's things, I take things from all over the place just like you. So I'm going to take pieces, some pieces might not be for me. Some pieces might, but I love that you found what you're called to do. I think you being a blessing to other people. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I end every episode with an affirmation. You want to do an affirmation with me?
Sure. You gonna give me one or I give you one?
Yes, that's perfect. That's what I really
You want me to
appreciate
give you
doing.
one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a great one.
Okay.
You're gonna repeat it after me?
Yes.
What about your co-host?
Zeta will do it.
Are we
too.
all going to participate?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
going to participate.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you repeat after me.
Okay.
So remember, I spoke these very words when I had nothing.
Yes.
I was fat.
Yes.
When I say fat, I was 16 pounds heavier than I am right now. I was 200 pounds.
Okay.
I was broke financially, mentally, spiritually, and married to a man that did not appreciate me, did not pay no bills. I paid all the bills. I bought my own wedding ring. Yes. And I spoke these words, and I'm going to speak with you right now.
Okay.
You ready? And I used to hear voices in my head telling me I was crazy, and these voices told me to kill myself because I was worth nothing.
No.
So all this, what I'm about to speak to you, is what changed my life. And I
Yes.
speak these words every day.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Audience, y'all ready?
Yes.
All
Yes.
I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within.
I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within.
I will lead and not follow.
I will lead and
not
follow. And not follow.
I will create and not destroy.
I will create and not destroy.
I am a force for good.
I am a force for good.
I am a force for God.
I am a force for God.
I defy the odds.
I defy the odds.
I set new standards.
I set new standards.
I am a leader.
I am a leader.
I am the head and not the tail.
I am the head and not the tail.
I am above and not beneath.
I am above and not beneath.
I am the lender and not the borrower.
I am the lender and not the borrower.
I am loved by God.
I am loved by God.
I am chosen by God.
I am chosen by God.
I am protected by God.
I am protected by God.
No weapon
No weapon
formed against me
formed against me
shall be able to prosper.
shall be able to prosper.
And every tongue
And every tongue
that rises up against me
that rises up against
in
me
judgment
in judgment
shall be condemned.
shall be condemned.
It's my season.
It's my season.
It's my turn.
It's my turn.
I'm healthy.
I'm healthy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm humble.
I'm humble.
I'm wealthy.
I'm wealthy.
I'm strong.
I'm strong.
I say your name.
Janeé.
Stormy Nicole Wellington. Say your
Zeta.
name. Will never
the
be
whole
broke.
Will never be broke.
Another day in my life.
Another day in my life.
And I will live.
And I will live
The fullness of life.
the
fullness of life.
And all.
and
and
all
all.
And all.
And all.
God has for me.
God has for me.
Now celebrate yourself.
Yes. We love it.
That's how we wake
Look
up in
at
the
Stormy.
mornings.
Coach Stormy came and blessed the podcast. We love it.
That's how we wake up in the mornings.
As
Declaring
you
over
should.
ourselves.
Yes.
Even if we don't have, we can.
See?
We are what we say. We are what we speak. You got to speak what you want until you see what you have spoken.
100%. That's
Every day.
exactly what we believe here.
Thank you, hey, Janeé.
Thank you, Stormy. Coach
Thank
Stormy.
you, girl. Hope I did y'all some justice
You
today.
did.